mistakes there and move down the road, open up shop somewhere else. C Street is now a location on political tours of Washington.
Well, I guess connected to that, in the big picture, Jeff, we've had all these scandals that started as sex scandals and became something bigger. The John Ensign and Tom Coburn scandal, of course, the Mark Sanford scandal, which also had a family and C Street connection. And it's all unfolded just over the past few months. And the way that this has all happened, do you think that this has all weakened the family's influence in Washington? Has this changed who they are and what they affect?
I think it's actually, in a sense, actually pushing them further rightward. Senator Coburn actually denying everything in the Muskogee Phoenix wrote a little column in which he says, look, you know, the family is very bipartisan. My friend Senator Mark Pryor is a part of it. And we've talked about Pryor on the show before. Pryor now denies his involvement. So you see some of these conservative Democrats, they're running away from the family. That's weakening them. At the same time, this is a group that's been around for 70 years. It knows how to weather scandal, sit tight, and hope for the press to move on. And that's why it's great that the Times is doing this, and you've been on top of this story.
One last question for you. With Senator Coburn, I used some very harsh language in the introduction to this interview, and I did it in a considered sense because I think that he deserves it. I think that it's quite clear from the record that he's either lying to the New York Times now, and he didn't broker that settlement, or he was lying when he categorically denied it in June. It does not seem to me that he's got any wiggle room. He was lying one of those two times. As you say, Senator Coburn has really staked his political career in part on his professed character, his professed integrity, and a lot of that tied to his professed faith. If he's going to be in trouble here, if he's at least going to have to answer at which of these times he was lying to his constituents and to the American people, do you think the family's going to back him up?
Yeah, I think they most definitely will, just as they've backed up Senator Ensign and they've backed up Governor Sanford, and down there in Mississippi they're backing up the third Republican to be involved with a sex scandal linked to C Street, Chip Pickering. They will stand by him as long as he's in power. When he gets out of power, that might be another question. The family has a kind of an ugly history of dropping people who are no longer useful. So Senator Coburn better hang on to their support while he has it.
Jeff Sharlet, author of The Family, The Secret Fundamentalism at the Heart of American Power. Jeff, thanks very, very much for your time tonight. It's great to have your insights. Good to see you.
Great to be here, Rachel.